My next guest is going to be taking on Mario Bautista coming up here at UFC 259 on March 6th. It is Trevin Jones back here on the program. Trevin, how are you, man?
How are you guys, man? I'm great.
Doing awesome. How's everything going? Like, it seemed like you got a lot of notice for this fight. A lot better than last time. Like, we were kind of joking off air.
Yeah, man. I got a full camp this time. It's my first camp in maybe like 5 fights, so expect me to go out there and perform like a UFC fighter this time. From start to finish, I'm looking to be in there, and I'm ready, man.
And I know not the original opponent you were supposed to have. Obviously, there was an injury there. You've got Mario Bautista instead. A little bit of relief, I'm sure, because I know you're like, hey, we got the fight booked, but didn't have an opponent. Were you pretty confident the UFC would get you someone?
I was. They found me on 34 hours, so I was like, you guys got 3 weeks or more, so you guys better find me someone. So I was confident they were going to find me someone, but then again, you never know, man. It was very frustrating because it took about a week. I think I got an opponent about a little bit over 2 weeks, so it took about a week. But yeah, man, he had a lot more time than me, so I'm still focused. I'm locked in as is my original opponent, and I'm ready to go. I'm not taking him for granted, even though it's late notice. I know what I did on late notice, so I'm very focused for this fight.
Any switch up in camps with the new opponent, like the style matchup or anything, or is it just business as usual?
It was kind of too late for that. This camp, I'm mostly focused on me. 75, 85% me, 25% what they're gonna do and how they react and stuff like that. But it's my turn to go out there and be me and do what I do. The body length and everything's sort of the same, so I get to keep some of the same moves. I switched up a few things. But mostly it's the same thing. I'm focused on myself, and I'm going to go out there and do me.
Without revealing too much, obviously, because maybe Mario's watching this, you never know. But what are some things that you switched up for this camp, just out of curiosity?
It's just some movement on the feet. Some things I had set up for Randy. I had some things set up for Randy that when I knew he was going to do, and I was going to do this. And now that disappears when I'm fighting Mario, and I had to set some new things for Mario on his pattern, so I got some new things for Mario. That's all it was, just simple things. As far as everything else, I'm going out there to implement my game plan, and that's the most part I'm focused on.
How do you feel like style-wise you match up against him?
I feel great, man. I feel like I match up against everybody. I'm here for a reason. Yes, some of them are going to look at me and underestimate me, or they're going to see the Tamir fight and say, oh, this kid sucked or whatever, but 34 hours notice, 16, 17 pounds. I see all the guys going to UFC on short notice on their first fight. They all lose. Yeah. I didn't lose. So these guys can't go out and talk about me because I didn't lose. That's the difference. I hung in there. I won. I hear the commentators say, oh, this guy needs to get the fight done quick because it was a short camp. What about the opposite? What about ride him out and make him tired first and bring him down to your level and then put the pace on him? So I had a different approach to that fight. I was not trying to match Tamir. Tamir's a little quick-ass guy. I didn't want to match that pace. I didn't want to match it. I knew he was fast going into the fight. Even probably with a regular camp, Tamir is still pretty fast. So I wanted to get him to blow himself out and get down to my speed, and then we fight back. Yes, he landed a push kick. That was not a part of the plan, but before the push kick, I was in there mixing it up, hitting him back, fighting back, reacting back. So he slowed down just like we thought he would, and he wanted to get me out of there because he knew I had a short cap. And I said, okay, hang in there, because I know I'm durable. My team knows I'm durable. So the game plan was to slow it down, let him get tired, and then go after him. And it worked perfectly. The minute he slowed down, the minute I got him. So, there's a lot of approaches in this fight game, and it only takes one shot. And it's a lot of skills and a lot of thinking. And people don't know, fans don't know how much your IQ matters in this sport. You have to be smart out there. You cannot be making mistakes out there. So I'm just happy to get a full cap and be even way more smarter.
I think a lot of the people that were upset about the last fight probably bet on Valiev, right? Because I think he was a big favorite going into the fight. So I think that's probably a lot of the hate coming from the bettors that lost a lot, with your win as well. Just wanted to point that out. How much do you think experience will play into this? This is something we've talked about where you had a long road to the UFC. You have 18 fights. He's only got 9. I know, there's been a variety of reasons for that, whether it's, not getting enough fights or whatever. But how much do you feel like that will play into this? Because you talked about fight IQ. Part of that also is experience in the cage.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I looked up, something popped up on my phone yesterday. I think it was from MMA Core or something. It says that I clicked it and I went through it, and he has 20 rounds of fighting, and I have 56 rounds of fighting.
Yeah.
It's gonna make a difference. It has to make a difference. When we go into deep waters and stuff, it's gonna make a difference. You're gonna see who could bite down. You're gonna see who's just, like you said, who just has that IQ to be in those deeper rounds,
Yeah.
56 rounds versus 20 rounds. I got time in there. I'm not going to be the one that's going to break in there. That's the same thing that happened to Tamir. I didn't break in there because I had that certain amount of experience, and I can stay focused and stay locked in on the goal without losing the tenacity. So that's going to be the difference in this fight for sure. Just staying focused and staying locked in from start to finish, and that's that experience.
Seems like the weight cut's going well. You've got a lot of notice for this one, and not a bad spot to be cutting weight outside in the warm weather. You get the birds chirping. It seems like things are going well on that front heading into the fight.
It's very chilly. It's not too warm.
Okay.
If I was on Guam, it'll be a lot warmer. I actually went back home on Guam about 3 weeks ago, it's been about a month and a week now. But I came back 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks left on the camp. I actually go back home and I get that weight cut because Guam's very hot and humid. It's always summer weather, so I got my weight down, and that's what I love about Guam. I get to get my weight nice and low, and then I came back like on point. So my weight is great. You're right. It's not so sunny. It's not so warm out here. It's very chilly a little bit, but it is not so bad. It isn't like anything like when I left around Christmas time or anything like that. It's very nice, and I think running around like 2 or 3 o'clock in the day, you might be able to get a nice sweat.
Gotcha. I guess my bar is so low. Like, I live in Canada. I'm in Vancouver. Mm-hmm. It's cold here right now. I'm not going to lie. I've been wearing, the heavier sweaters or whatever. So I think anything that's not like, heavy jacket, heavy sweater weather is probably good weather.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my standard, I guess. So
totally understand. I've been to Russia, and it's ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I feel sorry for them. Yeah. I don't know how they can live in that.
Makes you tougher, like Rocky, right? There you go. But who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
I got Marcelo Nunes, my brother Trevin Jones, and Kyle Regis.
Cool. And
how's boys?
I was going to say, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, right? You got to bring the guys that are helping you out, right? So.
Yeah, these guys have been with me since the start of my career. That's my jiu-jitsu coach. He's been with me since white belt to black belt. My boy Drew, we started training together. And then my boy Kyle Regis, he was already an MMA fighter in the gym when I went in. I started to help him out for camps, and they're like, man, you got to do this. So all these guys have been with me since I started. All these guys know my moves. All these guys know how to push me, and they know the buttons. So these are the right people to have in my corner.
How's this fight playing out on March 6th?
How does it plan out? It plans out with me getting my hand raised. Finish. I think I'll finish him. To be honest. I'm just in that kind of focus right now. I'm not trying to go to decision. I know he fought some good guys, and I seen them bang a little bit, but I don't think he want to get hit by me, especially on a full camp. I think I have a lot more power than his last opponents. I think I just swing in general harder than his last opponents. So if he wants to play rock'em sock'em, the Mexican style punching with me, I'm like I said, my IQ is smart. I'm not just gonna stand there and wing. I'm gonna bait him in back and hit him with harder shots than just winging shots. So I see it to be a finish on this fight for sure. What's
Downtime looking like right now? What are you doing to kind of keep yourself occupied with training camp? Is it Netflix, video games? What are you doing right now, man?
Yeah, I'm watching a lot of Netflix. I'm watching movies at night. Talking to my teammates. I'm just strolling. I've been in the gym, man, going over strategy. I've been very focused. I feel my energy. I feel my body. I'm more focused than ever. Yeah, man, Downtime is for this last week. It's going kind of slow, but I'm just saying enjoy this process. I remember when I had my first fight, and I was my first amateur fight ever, and I was nervous, and I was throwing up in the back. My corner man, my best friend, one of my friends, came to the back and said, "Trev, I don't care how much you throw up or how much you feel about this. This won't be your last fight, bro. You're good at this. This won't be your last fight." Then that second when he told me that, I looked up at him and I said, "You're right." Then everything just went away. Everything just went away, and then now I'm all the way here. So it's kind of crazy, man. I remember this moment like yesterday. It's one of the key moments I remember in my career before my first amateur fight. So I'm embracing it. I seen guys. I've had training partners that are talented also, but every time it's getting close to the fight, they're like, "Ooh, fight next week. The fight's next week. It's crazy. The fight's next week." And I always looked at them like, we want the fight to come next week because that's what we've been preparing for. We want it to come. We're not afraid of it to come. So right now I'm just riding the right time and staying focused every day. Every day I build that IQ. Every day I build stronger. And when it comes, you gotta be ready on that day. There's some days in camp where you feel, oh, I'm ready to fight. You did good against your training partners, but that's not the day to fight yet. You have to be ready to fight on fight day. And I'm focused on fighting on fight day. And that's what I'm getting better at. A lot of people don't do that, but I really try and challenge my energy just for fight day. I don't want to get too mixed up into the game when I can't perform or I can't get it done that day. It's just stress and everything on you. So I'm focused on only dialing in and challenging that guy on fight day.
Love it, man. I can't wait for this card. UFC 259, one of the best cards I think you'll ever see. 3 title fights plus this one. This fight's going to be great, too. Trevin, thanks so much for the time, man. Always a pleasure. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
My name's Trevin Jones on Facebook. Trev 5-Star Jones on Instagram. I have a Twitter, but I'm hardly on. After this fight, I'm planning on getting on because, the UFC guys be on there. They be doing their thing. I might have some call-outs. I might have to see who's talking about my performance or whatever. But most of the time, I'm not really on Twitter. I don't really care about all that. I'm going to shout out to my sponsors. I want to shout out to my gyms that helped me prepare for this fight. Vita BJJ, Guam Muay Thai, Inspire Fitness, Spike 22, Robert Drysdale Jiu-Jitsu, Extreme Couture, Custom Fitness. I want to shout out to you guys. I really appreciate you guys' help. All the people on Guam, my true supporters, all the people that told me, Trev, don't quit. You're good at this. No matter when I got those close split decision losses or not, they told me, Trev, bro, you didn't lose that fight. You're good at this. Keep going. Don't let nothing discourage you. My friends, my family, my brother, my coach, Marcelo Nunez, my boy, Drew Palomo, my boy, Outrageous, everyone that's just behind me, I want to shout out because you guys motivate me, and you guys are the true MVPs, and I appreciate everything from you guys, and I can't wait to go out there and perform, and we all enjoy it together, the win as a team, as a family.